Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Richie from Boston. It's the 29th, it's November, and it's 2024. And we got spared. We didn't get a Simpsons predicted blackout. But something even crazier has happened, and it was incredibly predictable. But before we get to that, I want to show you this video that I did back in 2017. And you see this channel right here on YouTube? Richie from Boston fan page? Well, it has all the videos that I've ever put up, including all the new videos that I am putting up. Do you see what I'm saying? So you should probably go over here and subscribe to this, because this is run by a YouTuber or a person that is a big fan, and she's been a real solid person for me over the years. She lives in another country, but she still manages to do this. And somehow she posts videos that are somehow always something that I'm making a video on that she doesn't know about, or that I'm thinking. I just find it strange. So watch this. And subscribe to this channel. Help her out.
If you are not already convinced, I'm gonna freak you out. Stand by.
This is a worldwide event, you know. The entire mankind basically has to relate to Oscar, because this is apparently that we can do in 21st century bioengineering.
Well, it's still very far, of course, of a completely independent life. So,
is it desirable to have these new modular bodies?
What I think is good about Oscar, that he helps us demystifying what life is.
Oscar challenges the divide between the natural and the artificial.
These grossly misguided, unbelievably God-hating people are going to make you feel stupid. They're going to do everything they can to make you believe that their science, that their witchcraft is far and away better than the creation that God gave us. This is a real website.
Is it online?
Why would we do it, and for whom?
The cells.
Like the first ride.
Enigmatic and
Well, I'm not really sure whether or not it has a
common
passport.
phenomenon.
Just looking at the homepage, it reminds me of "We are legion, as we are many." This is happening, and it will be thrust upon us. It'll be forced upon us. We will be ridiculed for standing our ground. We're surrounded by them. They're rising. They've stepped out of the darkness. This is for real. It's no longer a conspiracy theory. Everything is becoming known.
Or something like that. But first of all, I need to. Of course, you can draw inspiration.
What will it take? In biotech, we see amazing things.
Ist das Züchten der Zellen an der richtigen.
if I may go back to the question.
So not only did I want to point that video out, that so many things that I said in that particular video, which I didn't play the entire video, have actually become our reality now. And here's something else that's become our reality now. Check this out. Yeah. So yesterday, a bunch of UFOs passed over the Capitol building. Yeah. Seemingly confirmed the phenomena. The same four twinkling lights maneuvered from a square to a single line, but remained above the government building. Now, here's a funny little secret for you, real quick. If UFOs and aliens were real, and they've been monitoring us for as long as they've been telling us they've been monitoring us, then they wouldn't go to the Capitol buildings. If they were demonic, they would absolutely go to the Capitol buildings, because these are the people that have been pulling them in for the longest time. I recently watched a video today by this kid, Black Balloon. And I highly recommend this channel right here, More Black Balloon, where he covers everything that I've ever covered, but he puts a new spin on it, but he stays the course. He puts a new spin on it, but he understands without a doubt that these are fallen angels, that we do not have the ability to go to outer space. Every single real UFO researcher over the years, like 𝗦𝗵𝗿𝗍, they all came to the same conclusion. UFOs aren't from outer space, they're from other dimensions, period. Which is why we have a machine like CERN that is just constantly sucking in money, never telling people what they're doing, but it's always up and running. And NASA just, oh, we don't do space anymore, we just gave it over to this guy named Elon Musk. The parallels between Elon Musk and Jack Parsons are absolutely staggering. Absolutely staggering. Because Jack Parsons was trying to summon the devil when he was a child. And Elon Musk was also caught or turned in by his nanny, that she walked into his room one day and he was trying to open a portal. And he explains that all in this video, and you should definitely probably give it a look-see. But this right here, yeah, the mainstream is running with this. The mainstream is absolutely running with this. You see what I'm saying? So it's getting really, really crazy. We've seen this before. This has happened before. And it's getting pretty strange. But here's the thing. See this? Jason A has been on YouTube as long as I have. The only difference between myself and Jason A is all he ever posts is news clips. So he's basically pushing propaganda for the propagandists. And then he's constantly putting out clickbait like this. UFO invasion happening worldwide. That's not accurate. There were lights. 4 lights in the sky showed up over Washington. That's not a UFO invasion happening worldwide. Jason A has never once showed his face. Jason A has never once said a word. He just asked you at the very end to send him money because it's so much work what he's doing, you know, every day posting news clips. You know how easy that is? That would take minutes to do. 1.16 million subscribers, which is 9/11 upside down. The length of his video is 9/11. Jason A pushes their propaganda for them, and people buy it, and they believe that he is somehow telling them the truth. And I find that really, really annoying. You know what I'm saying? Also, see this fella right here? Stand by. So you've got drones, unidentified drones shown over U.S. bases and over bases in the UK, and they're talking to all the military experts and the colonels and this, that, and the other thing, and they're like, yeah, there's nothing we can do about that. There's nothing we can do about that. You know, we can't shoot them down because they seem to be friendly and they're not doing anything wrong. Do you remember this video I put up? I put this video up 3 years ago, and I put this video up because I took my truck to the top of NORAD. So I was at the top of the mountain, Cheyenne Mountain, and I'm basically looking down at NORAD. And as soon as I put my drones in the sky, they knocked my drones out of the sky. See me driving up the mountain, going all the way up there, and then my drones get smoked. They get knocked out of the sky, not once, not twice, but thrice. And when I went to Washington State, I inadvertently flew my brand new DJI Mavic 3. They just came out. I inadvertently flew it next to a Navy base. And as soon as my drone passed into the Navy base's airspace, my controller went blank and my drone fell into the Pacific Ocean, ruining it. Because they can use a veritable cornucopia of different methods electronically to take out any type of drone whatsoever at all. They don't have to shoot it out of the sky. So the fact that you've got guys like this saying this.
At a Pentagon briefing, Fox's chief national security correspondent Jennifer Griffin asked whether the drones appear to be those of hobbyists or something more sinister and concerning.
Again, it would be, premature to draw any conclusions. We've got to see what these are. I mean, it's entirely possible that it could be hobbyists or something else. We just got to look into it. So
I want to ask you about one other issue, and that is the appearance of drones, a number of them, over bases in the UK, which also house U.S. military forces. Drones that one senior U.S. official said, quote, "The drones do not appear to be those of hobbyists." This follows drones appearing over Langley Air Force Base in Eastern Virginia, the Norfolk Naval Station in Virginia as well. Any idea who or what is behind this?
I've seen this reporting. I couldn't tell you who, but I am confident it is an adversary force. That is, this isn't just some, to your point, they called it a hobbyist. This isn't someone just checking things out and playing around to see if they can make their little remotely piloted aircraft do its function. I am sure that there are nefarious actors behind this. I couldn't tell you which ones.
We do know that the sightings started last week on November 20th, and they have really ranged in size, in style, and also the amount that we've been seeing over that last week or so.
It's very unlikely that some random person would just be flying these things around significant and serious British and U.S. security facilities.
It's a complete and utter lie. This is the setup right here, ladies and gentlemen. This is the setup, and this is the pitch. They're going to get everybody all worked up and all worried about UFOs and drones that they can't shoot down. I made an entire video 3 years ago showing how they took my drones out, not just at NORAD, but up in by Cape Deception, Washington, in the Pacific Northwest. I flew my drone too close to a naval base. It completely stopped in midair, turned upside down, and fell straight down, because they can do that. And anybody that flies a drone knows they can do that. So these guys doing this, oh, we don't know what it is. They seem friendly enough. We're not shooting them down. What can you possibly do? Nothing can be done. Sorry, whatever. Is what it is. You know what I mean? And those were my drones. Not one, not two, but three, because I'm very, very stubborn. And as you can see, I'm parked at the top of a mountain because I am literally driving on Cheyenne Mountain, and NORAD is right below me. So this is all complete and utter bull stuffing. So be ready for this. And of course, right on time, Netflix releases a 6-part series with George Knapp, you know, and they talk about UFOs and they show all sorts of paperwork, but they never actually answer anything whatsoever at all. Nothing is gained here. This is like searching for Bigfoot on national TV. Nothing is ever shown. Nothing is ever discovered. But here's the funny thing. George Norrie talks about 𝗦𝗵𝗿𝗍 being called in by the government to investigate these things, but he never brings up the fact that 𝗦𝗵𝗿𝗍 came down and said, sorry, it's dark out right now. 𝗦𝗵𝗿𝗍's complete and utter determination was, these are not from outer space. Aliens, UFOs, are interdimensional. And that's what this place is doing. And I have covered CERN extensively. There's videos with myself, Nicholson 1968, 𝗦𝗵𝗿𝗍𝗄, all sorts of videos that I put up all the way back in 2016 talking about this, where I explained that CERN was literally and only trying to open a portal. Nothing more, nothing less. And hold on, I'm in the middle of the Mojave Desert. Some jerk-off just decided to park next to me with their barking dog. CERN at any rate, I lost my train of thought here completely, but here's the deal. I'll leave links below. Check out the channel Black Balloon and More Black Balloon. He's like a younger version of myself, but he's literally pulling from my old research and making it applicable to what's going on today. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Everything to do with NASA, everything to do with CERN, everything to do with jet propulsion laboratories, everything to do with SpaceX is all satanic. They can't go up, so nobody's coming in, okay? We live under a firmament, straight up. I proved that to myself. If you remember back in the day, I was laughing at the flat earth. I'm like, it's stupid, makes no sense. Until I started going to 13,000-foot mountains and then trying to find the curve of the earth. You can't, because the horizon comes right up. When you use a P900 and you start zooming out on ships that go over the horizon, they come right back. We live on if you believe in God, if you're a Christian and you believe in the Bible, it's right there in the Bible numerous times how the earth is fixed. It is immovable. This is all satanic beings being conjured up right now, and these guys are using fear. And we always heard that these guys would show up during a time of great strife on Earth. Well, they're causing great strife on Earth right now. They're causing it. So, of course, they would show up right now to save the day, one way or the other. 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗲𝗃 said it best. In the last 100 years, we went from planes, trains, and automobiles to what I'm doing right now. I'm using a Starlink in the middle of the Mojave Desert and uploading videos. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. And speaking of that, this is what I gained the other day. I can't upload this to Facebook because I've been uploading to my Facebook all the night vision pictures that I've been getting and letting you guys look through them yourselves, because it's just too much for me to do. I can't do it while I'm rolling, you know what I mean? But I've been uploading night vision videos. I hate when people do this. My Facebook page isn't for people to post. I can't stand it. I can't stand this. I've been posting this where you can look at these videos and see all the activity that's in the night sky. But you want to see something that I caught? I catch these orbs all the time. All the time. Slowly pulsating blue orbs, and then they just either go really bright or they go out, one of the two. But I've never seen this before. In this video, I've never seen so many things in the sky moving as I have in this. I'm going to speed it up a little bit. That happy little fella just zipping through the sky, and that's not a bug. He's up there. I'll watch it again. Right here. He's cruising through the sky because he's leaving a little white trail behind him. But pay attention to all these dots. They're all moving in all sorts of different directions. See him? Yeah. That's not a satellite. That's a whatever that is. Is an angel, a power, a principality, something we're not supposed to be seeing? I'm not exactly sure, but watch this. And the funny thing is this isn't even why I'm showing you this video clip. Look at that. Not moving in a straight line, and he is cruising. But look at all these little dots. All these little dots, all these little points of light. Sorry, I don't have my editing software available. But look how many things are moving in the sky at one time. Sorry, bear with me. Now, you know what? I can't speed this up uniformly, so you can't really see them. But I mean, there's like 20 different things all moving at the same time in all different directions. Well, Richie, those are satellites. Yeah, no, they're not actually. This guy. This guy. I had like a half a dozen of them. Maybe I'm messing this up. This guy. Am I messing it up? This guy. It's crazy. Long story longer. Don't believe the hype. And do not be afraid. But now that they're flying them over the Capitol, and now that the mainstream's picking this up, it's going to be a thing. It's going to be a thing very, very soon. And this thing is going to cause you to need to give up all your weapons, all your rights, all your everything. You know what? Just stop doing what they tell you to do. Just stop doing that right now, because you can't go wrong. Time is short. Trust the Bible. And if you do trust the Bible and you really are a Christian, there is no outer space. There is no outer space. That's all I can possibly tell you. Read the book Confusion in the Cosmos. I'll leave a link below. It explains it all. But you don't really even need to read it. All you need to read is the Bible and believe what God said. At any rate, I'm out.